Hey everyone, this is Dhruv this side, and from this video on we are going to solve the Morgan Stanley's interview questions from Geeks for Geeks. So let me just show you what sheet I am talking about. When we go to the company-wise interview preparation in Geeks for Geeks, we can find Morgan Stanley here. So here are around 71 problems that we are going to solve, and one thing to note is that the order of the questions that we will solve in this series, it will not be in the same order as listed here. I will make videos on the questions, but they might not be in order, so that you have to keep in mind. But from this video, let's just start with the very first question. I've already solved around 20 questions from this sheet, so I will solve more. But then I thought, why not start making a YouTube video for everyone? So let's just solve the first question, that is missing in the array. So the question states, let me just close the other tabs. Okay. So the question states that you are given an array of size n-1 that contains distinct integers in the range 1 to n inclusive. This array represents a permutation of integer 1 to n and with one element missing. Your task is to identify and return. Okay. So we will have to find a missing element in this array. All right, let's just do it. So here we go. So the question is missing in the array. Let me just take the example what they are saying. They're saying that we are given an array. Let's just say we are given an array 1, 2, 3 and 5. Ideally this array should have the elements 1 to n, but as the size of the array is n-1, so we will have to skip one element from the range 1 to n. That's what they are saying. So in this problem, 4 is missing. As we can see, 1, 2, 3 and 5. So 4 is missing. Now how to solve it? That's the question. Wait. Now, if I were you, what I would have done is that sort the array, and after sorting the array, I will have this one, assuming that the array initially was not sorted. In this example, the array was sorted, so it don't make sense, but let's just say 2 was here and 1 was here. So the first step would be to sort this, and after sorting it, I will get 1, 2, 3, 5. And then I'll just calculate the n. N will be what? The size of the array, size plus 1. So n will be 5. And then I will just run a loop from 1 to 5 and comparing each element. As soon as I encounter a mismatch, for example, here 1 will match with 1, 2 will match with 2, 3 will match with 3, but 4 will not match with 5. So I will just return 4. That 4 is missing. The problem with this approach is that first thing first, we'll have to sort the array. So it will take time. And then we'll have to run a loop from 1 to n. Can we do better? Of course we can. We can solve this question in complexity of big O of n. But how? That's the question, how? So we will use bit manipulation. Okay. We'll use bit manipulation. But how? So let me just show you. Let me just tell you something. We are going to use XOR here. So let's just see what XOR table looks like. It states that, let's just say there are two variables a and b, and the value of them are these. So what XOR states that if the values are same, the answer will be 0. If the values are different, the answer will be 1 in this particular case. So one thing to notice that if the values are same, the answer will be 0. So A XOR A will return to 0. And A XOR B will have some answer. Let's just assume that it will be X. Now, we don't care what this is. We have to focus on this portion, that is A XOR A returns 0. Now the idea is simple. If same elements, let's just say 1 XOR 1 will be 0, 2 XOR 2 will be 0, 3 XOR 3 will be 0, of course. So why not? We know that this is our array 1, 2, 1, 3 and 5. This is our array. Okay? It should have the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because the size of the array is 4 and it should have the values 4 plus 1 as stated in the question. So it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we can do, we can just take this array and XOR it with the ideal array. Alright, so 1 will cancel 1, 2 will cancel 2, 3 will cancel 3, 5 will cancel 5, and we will get the answer as 4. That's what we wanted. So this is the thought process of this question, and let's just code it for better understanding. So this is the question. Let's just find n. Let's just say that n equals to array dot size plus 1. Alright. Let's just calculate XOR of the array. Let's just calculate XOR of the array. Initially it will be 0 and we'll run a loop for int I equals 0, I less than the size of the array. So it will be n minus 1 because n is 1 more than size. So yeah, or we can just simply write array dot size. Alright, and then we'll do I plus plus, and then what we'll do, we'll just XOR of array will be, this is the symbol of XOR, so will be equal to this XOR the ith element of the array. So after this loop is done, we'll get the XOR of all elements inside the array. It will be something like I told you that A XOR B will be equal to X, but we don't care what X is because at the end of the day, when we will XOR it with our ideal array, every element will cancel each other. Alright. So this is XOR of the array. Let's just say int XOR of total. It is also equal to 0, and we can just copy this loop and we'll run till n. We'll run till n. No, we will not run till n. We will start from 1 and less than equal to n. After it, we can do XOR total. XOR equals I. And at the end of the day, we can just simply return XOR array, XOR total, and we should get our answer. Let's just see. Let's just submit it. Here we go. So as you can see that I was trying multiple ways before, so I have many false attempts. So this is the right approach that you guys need to follow in order to solve this question in the shortest time possible. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I will be back with another video on Morgan Stanley's DSA Sheet from Geeks for Geeks. Till then, see ya.
I know I get mad, too mad bad and I don't wanna do that. It hurts bad and I hate when the mood lasts. I move fast and I try hard to move past all the pain, cause I'm looking for a bright side in my mind, cause you only got one life. Need advice from the future, am I alright? If this fight feels like something from your own life, then one time let me hear you sing.